ZD Racing produced some really cool RC cars, and this is brand new from them. This is the RX12. Now, we've seen this before, although it was from a different brand. This thing is actually very similar to the Rlaarlo XTS-p12. And if anything, it's probably 99.9% the same. The only difference really is the body. Now, I did a community post about this a couple of days ago, and I actually said, I think this one looks better compared to that Rlaarlo. Let me know in the comments section, which one do you think looks better, this or the Rlaarlo P12? We're seeing lots of RC rally cars entering the market at the minute. We've seen the MJX rally car, which had a really nice licensed VW body. Of course, we've had a look at the Rlaarlo P12 already. And now this. Everyone seems to be making rally cars at the moment. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen a new Rlaarlo get released, and then like a week later we see a ZD Racing version of exactly the same car. We see this with the X12S buggy as well. What I would love to know is, who's the real creator of this platform? Was it ZD Racing? Was it Rlaarlo? Or was it a completely different company? So here's a little look at the body on this, and again, I think this one looks a bit better compared to the Rlaarlo body. I think Rlaarlo in the future definitely need to go down the route of licensed bodies, and the good news is we are going to be seeing licensed bodies on a lot of their upcoming cars. Everything under the body is exactly the same as the Rlaarlo, all the same wiring, and of course the same LED lights that you get with the P12 as well. Now, taking a closer look at this, well, again, everything is exactly the same as the Rlaarlo. There's really no changes here. You get the same really nice oil-filled adjustable shocks. We do get a foam bumper. I think the wheels and tyres are also exactly the same. Pretty much the same story underneath as well. If anything, I think this one looks better underneath compared to the Rlaarlo. And then when it comes to the electronics, once again, everything is identical. The transmitter is exactly the same, only this time it's got the ZD Racing logo at the top. Now, this is also powered by the included 18650 battery, just like with the Rlaarlo once again. This is actually a really nice transmitter, and I'm glad they included this and they didn't cheap out and give us something else. Also in the box is some stickers, and I have already applied some of those. A black and white manual, and this thing is a full-size manual, not like the one you get with the Rlaarlo. With the Rlaarlo version, you just get a leaflet type thing, whereas with this, you've got proper exploded diagrams. Everything's much bigger and easier to see. ZD Racing have done a better job on the manual than Rlaarlo did. In here we've got the charger for the transmitter. There's also a telemetry cable, I believe. In this bag we've got some basic tools and a speed pinion. Finally, here we have the USB charger, and this will charge the included 3S pack. I have said it before, I don't put a huge amount of trust in these. I would say get a basic but good proper charger. Don't put too much trust in these ones. And then finally, here we have the 2200 milliamp hour 3S LiPo. Again, pretty much exactly the same as the Rlaarlo, just rebranded. So I've got this powered on. This one also has a gyro, and there it is in action. So let's see how fast this goes on 2S right out the box. It's on the 3rd speed setting as well, so this is the fastest setting. Yeah, it's not too bad. The Rlaarlo did 22 miles per hour out the box. Right, let's see what we got on 2S right out the box. Are we going to see 22? We might even see more. Let's check. Let's it read. So 23 miles per hour this time. So it is a little bit quicker than the Rlaarlo, but I think they're pretty much exactly the same. I know some people were saying, can you adjust the gyro on these? But you can't. It's either on or off. There's no adjustability. That's full throttle again. It's quick. It is definitely quick. Now I'm trying to remember what the Rlaarlo got on 3S. Those indicators or turn signals just look a bit silly. I don't know why, but a lot of these Chinese brands think we love the indicators and we don't. You know, just give us headlights and tail lights if you want to give us anything. We don't really like the indicators. That's full throttle again. Right, let's bring it back. Let's see what we got on 3S right out the box. And remember, you do get a speed pinion in the box as well. If you wanted to go even quicker, well, you can. Although I think this is more than enough for a rally car. How cool is that? So let's hit stop and read. 34 miles per hour right out the box on 3S. So this does appear to be slightly quicker than the Rlaarlo, but there's many factors that can affect the speed test. They're both pretty much exactly the same. So let's give this a test on the dirt. Now, this place is a little bit harsh to a small car. but I wanted to test it here because I was a little bit easy on the Rlaarlo, and the Rlaarlo handled the other location really well, but I want to see how this can handle something a little bit more rough. And this is definitely rough terrain. Oh! Now you do notice the gyro helping to keep this thing nice and stable. I am running it on 3S as well, and without that gyro this thing would be all over the place. That's full throttle. Yeah, this is a slightly more challenging place compared to where I tested the Rlaarlo. But look, I like it, I think it's fun. Full throttle. Considering the size of this car, it does well. You know, and it does make you question, is this thing too small to be a decent rally car? Let me know in the comments. Do you think a rally car, an RC rally car is, you know, better off being 1/10 scale and above? Because otherwise it does limit you to where you can run your car. And yes, you know, realistically, this probably isn't the best place to run something like this. But look, that's what it's about. That's what my job is, to review and test cars. I know I don't push my cars as hard as some other channels, but we've got to give this thing a proper test because I was a bit easy on that Rlaarlo. So yeah, this does feel identical, and that's because, well, it is identical. You know, just because this has ZD Racing logos on it, this is exactly the same as that Rlaarlo. And the Rlaarlo was good, although I think the body does look a little bit nicer on this one. And then of course that MJX just looks the best in my opinion. I think we need to see more licensed bodies. Yeah, very cool, very, very cool. So there we go, brand new from ZD Racing, or is it really new? Because, well, we've already seen a Rlaarlo version. I've got a question for you guys. Do you think 1/10 and above is probably better suited to a rally car? I mean, it did perform well, just like the Rlaarlo and the MJX version, which was even smaller. But I've tested RC rally cars before, and I find when they're slightly bigger, 1/10 scale and above, they just seem to perform a little bit nicer. With the smaller stuff like this, you're very limited to where you can run them, and you do notice they are jumping around and hopping around everywhere because there's very little ground clearance, and it just takes one big rock and this thing's going to be flying. So let me know in the comment section down below what you make of the RX12. Do you prefer this over the Rlaarlo? Let me know in the comments. Cheers for watching, see you on the next one. Take care. Now if you want to see the full review that I did of the Rlaarlo version, click the top video now, or click the bottom video to check out something else really cool from ZD Racing.